Picture this. You're on a dream family vacation, the vast ocean stretching endlessly, laughter echoing down the decks. But in one quiet cabin, a young life slips away in silence, leaving a trail of unanswered questions that haunt everyone involved. Your heart sinks as whispers of suspicion turn to accusations, tearing a family apart under the glare of investigation. What if the truth hides in the shadows of trust, where love and doubt collide? Stay with me, because the story of Anna Kepner, an 18-year-old full of promise, lost on a Carnival cruise, will pull at your sense of justice and make you question how well we really know those closest to us. This tale of mystery, family bonds tested, and lingering grief isn't just news. It's a reminder of life's fragile edges. Let's step aboard the Carnival Horizon, sailing from Miami in early November 2025. Anna Kepner, a vibrant teen from Titusville, Florida, was excited for this getaway with her blended family, a chance to unwind after high school stresses. Described by friends as cheerful and driven, Anna carried dreams of the future, perhaps college or new adventures. But beneath the surface calm, family dynamics simmered, the kind many can relate to, where step-siblings navigate shared spaces and unspoken tension. As the ship cut through the waves, no one could foresee the tragedy ahead. Anna felt the freedom of the sea, the salt air, a brief escape from everyday worries. Yet in those confined quarters, emotions can amplify, turning small moments into something profound. The night of November 6th turns fateful. Anna shares a cabin with her 16-year-old stepbrother, a setup meant for convenience. Hours pass in the rhythm of cruise life, dinners, shows, the hum of passengers. But come morning, horror strikes. Anna is found unresponsive under the bed, her life extinguished. The shock ripples through the family. Disbelief mixes with raw pain. How could this happen, they wonder, voices cracking with sorrow. Initial reports point to asphyxiation, a mechanical cause that raises more questions than answers. The stepbrother, disoriented, claims no memory of events, a blackout amid the confusion. Family members grapple with the void, their world upended in an instant. The ache of loss settles in, heavy and unrelenting, as the ship docks and authorities step in. Deepen emotional layers, evoke sympathy for the family, frustration at unknowns. As the FBI takes over, the investigation unfolds like a puzzle with missing pieces. Court documents reveal text messages exchanged in the aftermath, hurried words between parents laced with concern and caution. Hush, hush, one reads, perhaps a plea for privacy amid growing scrutiny. No signs of assault, officials note, but the homicide ruling sends waves of speculation. The stepbrother, now a focus, cooperates, but his amnesia leaves.
We all know Judge Frank Caprio. His courtroom in Providence is famous for being a place of mercy, understanding, and second chances. He listens to everyone, from the struggling student to the single mother. But there is one thing Judge Caprio will not tolerate: blatant disrespect for the law. On a busy Tuesday morning, the courtroom fell silent as Miss Veronica St. James swept in. Veronica was a wealthy fashion influencer and a prominent figure in the city's social scene. She was dressed in a designer suit that cost more than most people's cars, and she was loudly finishing a phone call as she approached the bench. The bailiff had asked her 3 times to hang up. When she finally did, she looked at Judge Caprio, not with respect, but with annoyance. This wasn't going to be a normal parking ticket hearing. This was about to become a battle of egos. Close up of Veronica rolling her eyes. Judge Caprio adjusted his glasses and looked at the file. Good morning. You were here on 4 separate citations. 2 for speeding in a school zone and 2 for parking your vehicle, a Bentley Continental, in a handicapped space without a permit. How do you plead? Veronica sighed loudly, checking her manicure nails. Look, Judge, can we speed this up? I have a photo shoot in an hour, and my time is extremely valuable. Just tell me the fine so my assistant can wire the money. I don't do court. Her ripple of shock went through the gallery. You don't talk to a judge like that. Judge Caprio, ma'am, everyone's time is valuable. The parents of the children in that school zone feel their children's safety is valuable. The people who need those handicapped spaces feel their access is valuable. Veronica laughing dismissively. Oh, please. It was 8 a.m. Nobody uses those spaces anyway. It's just a money grab by the city. I'm happy to pay her a little tax so I can leave. The judge's famously kind demeanor began to harden. He wasn't dealing with someone who made a mistake. He was dealing with someone who thought they were above the rules. Judge Cabrillo was describing her feisty attitude. It is not a tax, Miss St. James. It is a law designed to protect the vulnerable. Your record shows a pattern of disregarding anyone but yourself. Veronica tragically scoffed. Disregarding? I donate thousands to charity every year. You should be thanking me, not lecturing me. Then she made a fatal mistake. She decided to attack the judge personally. Veronica, honestly, this whole charade is ridiculous. You're just a municipal judge sitting in a dingy little room enjoying your power trip over normal people. You have no idea what it's like to live in the real world where people actually achieve things. You're just jealous of people with money. An elderly man and woman in a wheelchair or with a cane, looking dignified but upset. The courtroom gasped. Judge Caprio slowly took off his glasses. He didn't yell. He was far too experienced for that. Instead, he calmly motioned to the bailiff. Inspector, is Mr. Henderson here? An elderly man in the back row slowly stood up, leaning heavily on a walker. It took him nearly a minute to get to the microphone. Mr. Henderson, please tell Miss St. James why you are here today. The old man's voice was shaking. Your Honor, on Tuesday, I had a doctor's appointment at the Miracle Building. I have a handicapped placard, but all the spaces were full. A large Bentley was parked across two of them. I had to park down the back. Mr. Henderson explained that while trying to walk the extra distance on the icy sidewalk, he slipped and fractured his hip. He had been in the hospital for 3 days. The courtroom was dead silent. All eyes turned to Veronica. For the first time, her arrogant facade cracked. Judge Cabrillo, you see, Miss St. James, your convenience costs other people their safety. You think your money makes you important, but in this room, the only thing that matters is character. Veronica tried to speak, but the judge held up his hand. You wanted to pay a fine leave? Fine. The maximum penalty for the citations is $2,500. You will pay that today. Veronica nodded quickly, pulling out her credit card. Fine, done. Can I go? Judge Caprio, I'm not